Um, and those things, I don't want to know what they are because they kind of blow up in a red explosion of blood and crap. But here we have another cute trap of the depths, is that some of these boxes are going to actually contain mice in them. And although the rats are skittish at the moment, be warned that if you get too close to them and hang out for too long, they will turn around and fight you. But here is where you get that sewer chamber key, and that is a very, very large rodent. But there we go. Proof that rats finally drop humanity, since the game is being a jerk to me and not letting me show that off. I guess we'll go this way. I'm so used to coming from the opposite direction, to be honest. There's a shortcut-esque thing that you can do. So here we're going to be cheap. Oh, this is not good. As you can see, these rodents are larger, and they're also a lot more aggressive, and I did something to trick the system. There it goes. But there's a Chancellor here, and he's going to dance to make the rats stronger in this area. Now, I'm pretty sure he actually has a limited number of spells, where he at least has a very high number of spells. I've yet to see anybody mess with him to the point... Actually, you know what, though? I don't think you can backstab these guys. But nice stab to the crotch, and he goes down. He does have... Oh, shoot. He has one item that he can drop, although it's, like, from what I understand, it's an obscenely rare drop. So if you don't get it, don't worry about it. There's another area that we will be farming for it. But there are two more rats down. Just to keep you paranoid of boxes and make sure that you haven't forgotten about that trap. But come back here and get large Titanite shards. Just one, but that's going to be very useful for upgrading some of our equipment. I don't know how I feel about this Balder Side Sword. Like, I like it. It's got a good moveset to it. It's just, it's not my style. But we'll see. Alright, so here we come up to one of the first mazes in this game. And if you come down this way, there is a slime here on the ground. Two quick spells to take him out. But if you come around the corner, there is a hole there. If you're not comfortable doing the little jump, which I find to be very useful, instead of doing the jump, you can actually roll across it. I don't like trying that, though, and I fail half the time. But if you time out your roll and kind of like roll along the wall, you won't fall down the hole. And then there's a hole over there. So you make a right and then make a left and make a right. And that's this little maze done. Oh. Stab through the brain. But if you come out this way, there's that giant rat we encountered. And he doesn't look too happy. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to backtrack and show you a better way to fight that rat. Because I find fighting him like face to face is like suicide. If you have multiple people, it can be easy. Get one person to like run up into its face holding up their shield and have the other two wail on it. And he becomes a much less of a threat. However, if you're playing one player like I am, and this is also where charcoal resin would have been great, not only for the slimes, but for this rat particular, you can one-shot him quite easily. So what we're going to do is run all the way back up here. I actually meant to level up at the bonfire last time. So we're going to level up our intelligence a little bit. Can't believe I'm only getting like 2 levels now. That's so sad. Oh, there's that boar almost. Oh, it switched. We'll summon a knight, whatever. What do you do? Just move his sign up here? Now, while we're summoning one phantom, it's not going to instantly let us summon another one. But if you stand on somebody's sign long enough, you will get that option. But what we're going to do is we're going to sprint through this hallway. Now remember, there's all those slimes on the ceiling. So those will fall down. But I'm going to show two huge shortcuts. I'm going to see if either of these guys get summoned. That way they can see where I'm going. Nope, doesn't look like they're going to get summoned. I'm also uploading a video to YouTube while doing this LP. So with that being said, I'm probably slowing down my internet connection pretty bad. So that's why I'm going to have some summoning fails. The Man-Eater, again, would be up there, but they are a non-respawnable enemy. Even though their body flops to the ground, that enemy, unfortunately, does not respawn ever. Yep, two failed to summons. Also, dogs are pretty easy with a dex build because you just hold up your shield and attack from behind your shield. So you wait for him to come up and attack. If you're using like a spear or in a stock, you can keep your shield up while attacking the dog. Nice and easy. But I opened this up earlier, but I didn't even, mention it. But that is where our first Man-Eater is. Or the first Butcher is, depending on what you want to call them. And if you come up around here, you can get this Spider Shield. Then this is where you would normally enchant your weapon. I just want some damage on him. Normally you enchant your weapon and then come over here and just plunging attack right on his head. And that was actually terrible. I did not do a lot. Oh, okay, that was enough. I didn't do as much damage as I wanted to, but if you're a spellcaster, that's also a nice little ledge to just bomb him with whichever you want to. I just use heavy soul arrows. But if you're trying to speedrun this area, I just showed where that was. That's really close to the beginning. And then if you come over here and stick to the very far left, you can slide all the way down here. If you're not all the way to the left, you'll fall down that way. And on the right-hand side, the ledge discontinues. So, another cute little shortcut. But, we want to backtrack. These things are such a pain in the butt. I'm glad I have soul arrows. Where are you going? It's a trap! Oh wow, I got 3? I got 3 of the rats in that little skirmish there. This spot right here is going to be a good spot for you guys to memorize, although I am going backwards in the level. Still a really good thing for you to memorize. Here, though, is where if you drop down via the waterfall, it'll drop you down here. So you would go straight to go to the end. Or if you want more items... Oh no, we've been invaded! Ah! Don't want to be invaded. Look at this guy. Look at him all covered in spikes. What the heck are you using? Ah! Ah! Must kill him. Must kill him like a pro. Ooh. Alright, wasn't expecting that. I thought they... so this is Dark Knight Kirk. He's actually an NPC Phantom that will summon you, and I actually really want his weapon for this playthrough. And apparently his armor set has some poise. Drops you can get from him, you can get some humanity. You can also either get his shield or his sword in this encounter. Because he's a Black Phantom, he cannot use Estus flasks. And because he's an NPC, he's not going to use humanity to refill his health up to full. But also, if you're having a problem, like let's say you keep getting invaded in this area, a cute trick that I have found out, like let's say you're wanting to be human, and you want to summon people for this area because the boss is really tough. There we got some humanity. And sweet, I got a sword. Awesome. Balder Swag sword, I'm sorry, you served me very well, but BAM! This has a bleeding effect. It does have a quality build to it. Other than that, it's actually not that impressive of a weapon. However, one of my favorite features about it is every time you swing with it, you take a step forward. And that can either put you in some good positions, some bad positions. Take your pick. I didn't talk about these things. These are Basilisks. These guys are a really funny enemy. Now, normally I would encourage you, if you're coming across a new enemy, that you keep your shield up against them. This is one of those enemies you do not keep your shield up against them. I'm going to be fine against them, so here I'm going to let them attack me, but what they do is they curse you. Yeah, in the face! Right across the eyeballs. But that's their only attack. They curse you. Now, because I have so much humanity on me, as well as Dusk's set of Ulasil is actually curse resistant, I have not a single thing to worry about.